Welcome back to GeoVax's channel, a clinical stage biotechnology company developing novel therapies and vaccines for cancer and many of the world's most threatening infectious diseases. To give us a high-level overview of what we can expect in 2024 and some recent news, joining us as always, David, the Chief Executive Officer. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, Kyle. Happy New Year to you and all of the passive income participants.
Yeah, Happy New Year's as well. And you're sitting, it looks like at a hotel because from my understanding, you're in San Francisco on the 42nd annual JP Morgan conference. You want to talk about what you're doing there, what investors should be paying attention to at GeoVax in 2024 from both an operational and clinical development standpoint?
Great, thank you. It happens every year. About the second week of January is the annual JP Morgan conference. That results in approximately 20,000 of us all converging on this city. Company people such as myself, life science companies, certainly the investment capital development community, and others, all focused on trying to get a handle on what are we looking at for the impending year, in this case, 2024, from the perspective of investment, capital development, M&A activity. What companies are coming forward with some exciting news this year, that they've got certain clinical milestones, et cetera. And for us, this has been probably the most and busiest year in our history during this particular week. They have the fullest calendar, the greatest interest in it. And I think it's been driven, for instance, on the recent announcement that we've made about the completion of enrollment behind the Gedeptin trial for advanced head and neck cancer. This is a critically important medical area dealing with patients who have failed on all other types of treatments. They're on palliative care. And the fact that we've announced the completion of enrollment, which translates in that during the first half of this year, we will be updating regarding the findings of this clinical trial, as well as what our plans are to go forward with an expanded phase 2 trial, hopefully tied in with discussions with the Food and Drug Administration regarding an expedited regulatory pathway in the development of that. So we have that. There's been a tremendous amount of interest in terms of our next generation COVID-19 vaccine. Data has been coming out on that in publications as well as presentations over the last 6 to 9 months. This was an opportunity for us to be asked and grilled about it by research analysts and others. We're receiving a lot of interest from a business development perspective, and also with what we hope will translate into an active participation in Project NextGen, which we are highly optimistic about. But again, we have to wait until we have an award letter before we can discuss more specific details. So it's been a very, very busy week. The recent announcement of adding Dr. Mark Pippas as our Executive Medical Director of Oncology, that's been interpreted as you must really be committed to that area and seeing some encouraging results, or you wouldn't be putting in the infrastructure to be able to drive clinical development, especially with someone of the caliber of Dr. Mark Pippas. And that's exactly correct. So it's been a very busy week. We're hearing a much more optimistic outlook from the investment standpoint relative to biotech companies for 2024. The last couple of years have been a real challenge from the economic standpoint, but there seems to be, certainly this week, we see a lot of energy going on in the meetings in San Francisco and a lot of positive expectation about increased investment opportunities and the opportunity to bring more capital in and grow our business at a more accelerated, successful pace.
Well, we'll pass that off to the viewers. We'd love to know what you think in that comment section below, and consider subscribing because when that news and catalyst continue to the wire, of course, we're going to bring it to you here. But on that note, we look forward to catching you in the next one.
Thank you, Kyle.